Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm filming another what eat in a day video today because people seem to like them and I enjoy filming them, so I thought why not. Calories are a little bit higher than they were in the previous what eat in a day videos, but I am still in a slight calorie deficit for me. So yeah, hopefully you'll be able to get some ideas, get some inspo, and yeah, hope you enjoy the video. So I was in work pretty early this morning. I had a few clients and I also did my own leg session, but I'm back home now. It's about 10:30 now, so I am absolutely starving. I'm gonna make breakfast and I cannot wait for it. I am so hungry. So I'm making oats this morning, nice and simple and quick to make because I don't want to be hanging around today. So I'm gonna weigh out 50 grams of oats. So I just cook my oats in water. A lot of people seem to think that's really weird, but I think that like when you're adding protein to them, it adds flavour anyways, so you don't need flavour from milk or anything, and I think they still go pretty creamy, so I always just use water. It saves calories as well. And so I just kind of cover them in water until they're just covered, and then cook them over a medium heat for like 5-ish minutes until they're nice and thick and creamy. So that's how much water I put in, just kind of enough to cover them, and I feel like that makes it quite a good consistency. Then once they're cooked, I am going to add in a scoop of chocolate peanut butter protein powder. As always, it's the My Protein stuff. I do have a discount code for My Protein, which is LC Fitness, and it'll get you 37% off. I'll leave a link below to the protein in case you want to grab yourself some. But yeah, I always use a chocolate peanut butter flavour. I feel like that works really well in oats. Actually, a little top tip for you is when you're making protein oats, leave the oats to cool for like a minute or two before you pop the protein in. I sometimes find like if you put the protein powder in when they're too hot, they go like a bit, like the protein goes a bit grainy and it's not the nicest texture. So yeah, leave them to cool for a few minutes. So oats are done. They are nice and thick and creamy. I've left them to cool for about a minute and a half, so I'm gonna add in my protein powder. Some days I add 1 scoop, other days I add a scoop and a half. It just kind of depends what else I'm eating in the day and what's kind of going to help me hit my target. But today I've just got the 1 scoop and then just mixing it all in. And that's them all done. This is probably like one of my favourite breakfasts, to be fair. I do have it quite a lot. I feel like I am quite basic with my oats. Like you see people on Instagram having like loads of cool toppings and making them look really pretty, but I just kind of keep mine like nice and basic. I would rather save calories for like later on in the day rather than having loads of toppings on my breakfast. So yeah, pretty simple, pretty basic, but it's what I enjoy. So yeah, I'm gonna eat these now because I am absolutely starving. I forgot to mention, but I'm having a peppermint tea as well in my little Mickey Mouse cup. I got me and Scott matching ones of these cups. I think they're so cute. Okay, lunchtime now. I am absolutely starving again. Like, does anyone else ever get those days where like you're so hungry all day and you just never kind of like feel full? That's what I'm having today. So yeah, pretty hungry. For lunch today I've decided to make some homemade Nando's wraps. I used to make these all the time and was totally obsessed with them, and I've not had them for ages. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna make today. So I've got a sweet chili flavour wrap. These are just from Tesco. They're really nice. I've got some chicken cooking away over there that I'm gonna add some Nando's sauce to. This is the medium garlic one. When I go to Nando's, I actually get the peri tamer sauce, which is technically the kids one, but it's really nice. Like, it's quite barbecuey, quite sweet, and yeah, I just think it's the best one, to be fair. But you can't get that like in bottles from the supermarket, so I'm sticking with the garlic medium one for today. I'm also having some spinach, some avocado, some peronaise, and also some reduced fat halloumi. Any type of cheese that I ever get, I always get the reduced fat stuff if there's an option, just because it is less calories. Cheese does tend to be quite high in calorie because obviously it's high in fat. So anything where you can kind of save calories, I'm all for that. So I'm having half of this block of halloumi, which I think is 100 grams. But it's about just under 200 calories, but 24 grams of protein. So it's adding a lot of protein. So yeah, cheese isn't all that bad. Not the most aesthetically pleasing meal in the world, but I'm pretty sure it's going to taste nice. I had to leave some bits of halloumi on the side because the wrap was already really full, so yeah, 1 wrap and 2 bits of halloumi on the side. As a little afternoon snack today, I'm having one of these protein wafers from My Protein. This is the chocolate hazelnut flavour, and oh my god, I have been obsessed with these for the past few months. Like, I just cannot get enough of them. Every month when I do my order, I have to order 2 boxes to keep me going for the full month. So yeah, these are so good. You get 2 kind of little squares in them. It's 197 calories and 15 grams of protein, and yeah, they're just really nice. Like, they're nice and light, taste really good. They help to boost your protein up as well, which is always a bonus. Again, I'll leave a link to these down below, and you can use my code to get money off these as well. So I'm about to make my tea now. It is still quite early, but I'm going back into work tonight and I don't finish till 7:30, and I can never be bothered cooking when I get back. So I always like to have my tea before I go to work, have it nice and early, and then I can have like a snack or something later on when I get in, and I'm not like faffing around cooking when I'm tired and I just want to go to bed. So I'm having it nice and early. I'm about to make it now. I'm making Diet Coke chicken tonight, which is a recipe from the Pinch and Nom cookbook. I bought it during lockdown and I've tried quite a few of the recipes and they're really good. I think this is like part of Slimming World, I think. I don't do Slimming World, I don't really agree with Slimming World. But yeah, all the recipes are really low calorie, so it's quite handy when you're in a bit of a deficit and you're trying to like have lower calorie meals. And all the ones that I've tried so far are really nice. So yeah, I'm excited for this tonight. So this is the one that I'm making. It's Diet Coke chicken. I make mine with Pepsi Max though, because Pepsi Max is better, I think. And yeah, so you just follow the recipe. It's really nice and simple, and this is what it looks like when it's done. It's kind of like a bit of a stir fry, like Asian type thing, and I usually just have it with rice as well. So what you need is some Pepsi Max, some rice vinegar, ginger, dark soy sauce, a chicken stock pot and a chicken stock cube, Chinese 5-spice, some Worcestershire sauce, mushrooms, tomato puree, garlic and baby corn as well, and obviously chicken too. The recipe does also say to add peppers and onions, but I'm not really a massive fan of either of those, so I always just make it without. But if you like peppers and onions, you can add those in as well. When I make this, I usually do make it for 2. So like you get 2 portions out of it, but tonight I'm just making it for myself. So some of the quantities are going to sound a little bit weird, but it's just because I've kind of halved everything from what I would normally use. So yeah, if anything sounds a bit weird, that's why. So the first thing you want to do is semi-cook your chicken. This is just 1 chicken breast and I'm cooking it in some fry light. And while it's cooking, you want to add some of your Chinese 5-spice as well for some flavouring. Just kind of add enough so that the chicken is coated. Once the chicken is sort of partially cooked, you're going to take it out and leave it to the side. I normally leave it in for like 5-ish minutes, just until it starts to go a bit brown on the outside. And yeah, you're going to add that back in later on to finish off cooking. But now we are going to cook the vegetables and make the sauce as well. So just in the same pan, you're going to add a few sprays of fry light. Then you're going to add the garlic and the ginger. I usually just use kind of like a big teaspoon of this garlic. I just use the ginger paste. I normally just kind of do like 1/4 teaspoon for this one. Then to that you're going to add your sliced mushrooms, and you're just going to cook that off until the mushrooms have started to soften. Then you're going to add your baby corn. I just like to cut mine up into like little strips. Put that in. And to that you're going to add 1 tablespoon of tomato puree, 1 tablespoon of dark soy sauce, half a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, and half a tablespoon of rice vinegar. Then you're going to add your Diet Coke or Pepsi Max. And for 1 person, it's 115 mils of whatever one you choose. Just add that in. Mix it all together and then wait for it to come to the boil. Once that's boiling, you're going to add 1/4 of a chicken stock cube and half a chicken stock pot. So just crumble in the cube And it's just half of the chicken stock pot. Then you're going to leave that to simmer and make sure it's all stirred in well. Leave it to simmer for 10 minutes. Once your sauce has started to thicken, you're going to add your chicken back in and then cook for another 10 minutes and then that'll be it done. So adding the chicken back in, mixing it all together, and then yeah, just leaving for another 10 minutes to finish the chicken. Like I said earlier, I like to have mine with rice. I find that jasmine rice goes quite well with it, so that's what I always go for. Microwave rice because I'm lazy. I usually have 3/4 of a bag of this. Does anyone else find that having a full bag of this is way too much, but then having half a bag just isn't enough, or is that just me? So yeah, 3/4 of a bag of this, and I'm just going to pop it in the microwave a few minutes before the chicken is done. And this is the finished product. Again, it's probably not the best looking meal in the world, but trust me, it tastes so nice, and it smells really nice as well. I am so full after that, but it was really nice, so I would definitely recommend giving it a try. I'll leave the full recipe in the description box in case you do want to make it. It'll be a lot easier to follow rather than like following along with me doing it. Yeah, I'm gonna get ready for work now. I've got a couple of clients in tonight, finishing at 7:30, which is just in time for bake off, so happy about that. And yeah, I'm gonna finish off the day with something sweet later on, so I will catch up with you then. So I've just got back from work, I've had a shower, and I'm all cozy and settled and ready to watch the bake off. I'm about to have my last kind of thing that I'm gonna eat today. Save the best till last. I always like to finish off my day on something sweet, preferably chocolate. And if you've watched my what I eat in a days before, you'll know that I'm obsessed with these, and I literally have one every single day. It's one of the white chocolate Oreo bars. I don't know what it is about these, I just absolutely love them. They're just a perfect little way to finish off the day. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna have now while I'm watching Bake Off. On the subject of chocolate, I just quickly want to touch on something before I end the video. So I think it is quite common when people get into fitness and they've got a weight loss goal, a lot of people tend to completely cut things like chocolate out. I've been there and it's not very nice. But yeah, I just kind of quickly want to mention that you can still have things like this and still lose weight. For me, chocolate is the one thing that I sort of like really crave, so if I have it every single day, it kind of like keeps that craving sort of like level, whereas if I cut it out and I don't have it for like a week or 2 weeks, for example, the craving's just kind of going to build up, and then I'm going to end up eating like 2 weeks worth of chocolate in one sitting. I remember when I first got into fitness and like the gym and stuff, I did cut chocolate out, and I would just end up sitting eating like cookies, a big share bar, or like dairy milk, donuts, like literally everything in one sitting because I hadn't had it for so long. But I definitely do think that having like a little bit kind of often is a lot better, and it kind of means that you're not gonna overindulge in certain things. But yeah, just kind of make sure that if your goal is weight loss, that if you are having chocolate, make sure that it fits within your calories, and as long as it does that, you'll be fine and you'll just enjoy the whole process a lot more. So on that note, I am gonna end this video here. I'm gonna chill for the rest of the night and watch Bake Off. Who else has been watching Bake Off? I've been absolutely loving it. My favourite is his name Peter? The Scottish guy who's like quite young. I think he's really good. I kind of want him to win. I'm gonna leave it there for tonight. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to give it a thumbs up if you did, and yeah, I'll see you again soon.